Wow, this is crazy. That is my house over there, the second one. This is my neighbor with all the break. My garage is in the side on the front. And it's still no interference, no blips. So what seems to be the craze these days in the DJ community is all the wireless in-ear systems here. So we know that a lot of DJs are going away from the over-the-ear mics just because it looks funny. Some DJs say it messes up their hair, not in my case. And it's just a bothersome, you know, hanging over your ears, you're sweating all night. So everybody's going to the wireless in-ear system. And the people over at Melonare, I think I'm pronouncing that right, Melonare, I'm pretty sure they'll correct me if I'm wrong, contacted me and asked if I wanted to try out and review their SD-2 system. So this is another wireless in-ear monitor system here. I haven't even opened it yet. I've actually kind of fallen behind with some product reviews, but it's got some weight to the box, and you can see just from the picture, guys, it doesn't look cheap. It looks very high grade quality. Now again, that is just a picture. So you and I are gonna open this up together, and I'm gonna show you exactly what you get in the box. But I wanna read you some system features real quick to let you know what you're getting with this. Stereo monitoring, delivers separate left and right audio outputs, enhancing spatial awareness and precise sound positioning. Auto scan feature quickly finds channels with minimal interference for stable signal transmission. And this operates in the UHF frequency band and the 900 megahertz range with up to 50 selectable channels for reliable performance. You also get a pan function, allows fine tuning to the left and the right ear volume for perfect sound balance. You get a pad switch, which provides 12 decibels attenuation to prevent distortion from input overloads. That's major. And you get the lock function, which prevents accidental adjustments, ensuring stable settings during live performances. RF power adjustment offers 2 power levels for optimized transmission in different environments. IR synchronization, which is huge, streamlines setup with quick infrared syncing to avoid interference. And this is an expandable system, so it supports up to 4 transmitters, each connecting to multiple receivers for flexible monitoring setups. So you do get a full 365-day warranty with this system. They have on their box right here, Melonare aims to provide the most cost-effective systems and a 365-day warranty on all of their products. So that's pretty nice and gives you a good feeling there with their warranty claim here, right? Their email is support@whitesandmic.com. It's got all their approvals right here. This is made in China, which I'm sure a lot of you are not surprised. So let's go ahead and, the love bugs are crazy here in South Texas. Let's go ahead and open this up, see what we get in the box. And I will put a link in the description of where you can get this and the cost of it. Nice little foam on the inside to protect it. And if you're anything like I am, you're gonna get yourself like a Pelican case or anything like that. Right on top is your user manual, which it looks really good, guys. I mean, most user manuals you get, if you saw my last light review, the uplight review, it was a 2-page basic manual, but this, just scrolling through it, looks like it gives you a lot of information, and we'll go through all that. Here's the transmitter, and this is what was providing a lot of the weight in the box. Metal construction, very nice. These knobs feel very taut. I like that. This looks like this is gonna be your volume, and it has a clickable, you won't be able to hear this obviously, but it has a clickable distinguish setting where you can see where you're gonna be at. This is where your antenna will go. And then obviously 2 nice combo jack inputs for 1/4 inch and XLR. And then you've got your attenuation here, 0 dB and -12 dB. I like that they give you the strain relief here for your power cable so it won't become unplugged. And you got your power input there. Got your headphone jack, I guess, so you can monitor the sound coming out. Shoot a nice antenna. I'm not sure what the Maybe this is like a 5 dB antenna. But that locks in nice, tight. Do a little shake test. Most of these antennas don't. You're not going to be moving them around, but that's what it looks like right there. Nice metal construction. And check that out. They do give you a BNC extender, so that's pretty cool. Always a nice touch when they give you some batteries in the box, even though in the past, a lot of the batteries that I've gotten with products, they've been in there a while, so they don't really last long. Very nice, lightweight. Now it does look like this is made out of plastic. Oh, I like that. Listen to this. You got your click on and your volume button. And then obviously this is where you would come out with your headphones. Got the little headphone symbol right there. This antenna was already on there, but it's nice brass screw-on. Looks like it's got an awesome little LCD screen there, a squeeze release system for the batteries. There is your IR connection. I obviously can't wait to get this hooked up, guys. And then you've got your very taut belt clip. And I love this type of belt clip. I'm glad they didn't give a plastic one back here. This one's just more streamlined. To me, this type of belt clip, I've always been able to just lift up my coat jacket and just slip it in my belt or my pants, instead of having that thick plastic where it kind of sticks out of your pants a little bit. But yeah, that looks pretty high end right there. I like that. Got our power supply in the box. Just nice power supply. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like these type of power supplies, the kinds that are angled 90 degrees. I would much rather it be like this, because you know, this kind of takes up another spot, especially if you have something else plugged in, you're kind of screwed. You have to use like a pigtail extender. I really wish this was angled this way so I could just plug it straight in, but whatever. It looks like about maybe 10 foot cord. Nice, like I said, they give you the strain relief on there. And Melonare actually included the rack, oh, almost dropped that. The rack mount pieces to mount this to your ProX, which I use, maybe your Bun Command Center, maybe your Odyssey, whatever you're using. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. Obviously, it's a wireless in-ear monitor system, but I can't really demo that for you, right? So we know what we like to use these for, and that's for wireless speakers. So I've got my Everse 8 here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna power this up, and I'm gonna try to run some royalty-free music through it. And I'm gonna set it up here. I'm gonna take you with me on a walk all the way down the opposing street of my neighborhood, like you've seen in some of my Phoenix Pro ads. And we're gonna see how far we can go, line of sight, and see how far it will transmit to this speaker while I carry it. I'm sure my neighbors are gonna love this, but yeah, let's get everything hooked up. I'll show you what it looks like. We'll start some music and we'll take a walk. Okay, so here we are. We've got the little, what is this, Sunoco? I forget what brand this is. SenQ, little power supply station. Just something easy enough for this. So we've got that powered on. Just want to show you first look what this looks like when you initially power it on. Super bright. I love the bright green LED on the power. Super bright LED display. I like that. Tells you it's in stereo. I haven't hooked anything up to it yet. I'm about to do a, let's see, we're gonna go to set, and it's scanning right now. It's gonna scan for the best frequency channel right here in my area. And it found 902.300. I'm gonna hold it down again just to see if it finds the exact same thing. (907.300). Cool. And if you're anything like me, I like to scan at least 3 times just to make sure I'm getting the best possible frequency. 913.300. Cool. So we're going to stick on that one. All right. So we got it powered up. We have, we did use the batteries that were sent with it. Why not? Right. We're just doing a demo anyway. Now let me show you how to scan this. As most of you are aware, on most microphone systems and IEMs, you always hit the set button and you see the IR, I don't know if it shows up on camera, the IR button is flashing, right? It'll time out if it doesn't detect anything. A while ago, I was trying to pair it this way, horizontally, with the IR button on the inside of the receiver, and it doesn't work that way. It tells you in the manual that it will not work this way for some reason. You have to vertically pick this up and put this like this. And we are both on 913.300, 913.300. So I'm gonna go ahead and close that. And obviously on here would be your volume attenuation button. So all the way up, all the way down. Very cool. It's very taut. It's a very taut knob, so I like that because you won't accidentally hit it with your suit jacket or your hand during the night and turn down the volume. So you've got your green light here indicating that it is paired with the transmitter. This button right here is going to be your input level control. So this will adjust the level of the input audio signal from microphones, mixers, and other devices. And this knob over here will be your output level control. So this adjusts the level of the output audio signal to the audio output jack on the back 1/4 inch or TRS or XLR. So depending on where your volume setting preference is. And obviously your headphone jack here that allows you to monitor the sound. And what we are going to do now is this lock feature here. Let me explain that. All right, so as mentioned earlier, it does have a lock feature on here. This will prevent anybody from messing with the volume, the scan, the output, the input, anything like that. So what you want to do is you want to double press your set button. That'll go to your channels, and then it'll bring you over to this. And from here, you can, the up button, you can lock it, as you can see there. So it's locked now, or you can unlock it and set it. So double pressing this will get you to the channel, and then your RF high, or you can set it to low. Pressing it again will get you to the lock feature. I'm gonna leave it unlocked right now just because I wanna mess with the input and the output gain control to see exactly where I like that sweet spot at. All right guys, so before we take that walk, I just wanna show you, I am playing some royalty-free music on my iPhone behind here, plugged into it on the left side. And as you can see here, we are receiving that volume. And on the receiver, you can see that it is coming through perfectly. I haven't hooked it up to the eVerse 8 yet, but I'm about to cable that up and we're gonna take a walk all the way down there, as far as we can go. If you saw my Phoenix Pro microphone antenna distributor system, we made it all the way to the end of that cul-de-sac and could have gone farther, but I was already in my neighbor's driveway and that would be kind of weird, right? So I'm just gonna take a walk. I'm gonna take a walk down this sidewalk with cars and these little baby trees in the way and just see how far we can go. Okay, so here we are. We've got the receiver, which would be on your belt, right? Or in this case, for a wireless speaker, it is transmitting perfectly. I've got it hooked into the eVerse 8. I'm gonna turn this up. I mean, it's coming through loud and clear, guys. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix it up here. I'm gonna attach this belt clip to this Velcro, just like that. It's not going anywhere. And like I said, we're gonna take a walk all the way down that street there. Possibly, listen to this. And I love how streamlined that body pack looks. So you put this up on a tripod for cocktail hour or in a separate room, especially with this distance check. Now guys, check this out. I'm gonna be honest with you, in the manual, it doesn't tell you a distance. I read it twice. It doesn't tell you the suggested distance that this thing should go. Now we all know that there's several factors that determine that, right? Interference in a building, line of sight, people's bodies, objects, walls. But I guess they're just being honest. Hey man, use it to your best judgment. There's nothing in here that says a distance. So we're gonna take a walk and see how far we can truly get. All right guys, let's take a walk. I'll turn this down just a little bit so my neighbors don't think I'm totally weird. Let's walk. Still playing. That is my garage right there. I would say we're about a good 100 feet. And we're still good. I thought I was hearing a dropout, but that's actually part of the song. I mean, guys, my house is all the way down there. And the thing is this is on the ground. This isn't even up in the air. Let's keep going. House is all the way down there. I mean, this is well over what I would need this for. Still going. Got a neighbor looking at me all weird already. Okay, that song ended. Next song. I'm gonna Google map this to see how far this is. But now I am directly in front of cars and trees. And the speaker is down here, not even elevated. I'm gonna go out of the way. Guys. I got a little blip. Okay, look, I'm all the way at the end of the cul-de-sac now. I can't even go any further. I'm gonna put it on the ground. And my house is all the way. It's that house right there. All the way over here. I'm gonna Google map this. But this is well, probably a football field if I had to guess. And now I'm all the way, I'm at the end. I can't go any further, obviously. But wow. This thing has my 110% approval for a wireless speaker system. Melonare. You guys really built something here, guys. This is obviously better if you have it elevated up above people, objects, tables, whatnot. There's my house right there. So right there is where the transmitter is at. We're gonna make it all the way back. So the guy's driveway that I was at the end of the cul-de-sac, he was taking his trash out and he was staring at me like, what is this guy doing? Okay, that song ended. Wonder what happens if I go that way. That would be different. Let's go this way. Totally opposite. There's where the transmitter's at. So now that brick wall is going to be in the way. I go down to this little dead end with my neighbor's house in the way and the brick wall. I'm sweating to death out here, guys. I am still picking up a signal. What is that? So I need to remind you, this huge 2-story house is in the way. That is my house back there. So all this brick, wow, this is crazy. That is my house over there, the second one. This is my neighbor with all the brick. My garage is in the side on the front. And it's still no interference, no blips. God bless, I'm glad I'm not doing this with my Everse 12. This thing gets heavy just carrying it up and down your block. Okay. That was the end of that song. Next one's starting. Hey buddy, how are you? Wow. So that huge house was in the way. All this brick was in the way. Oh man. There you have it, guys. Wow. So I gotta tell you, I'm sweating to death out here. All this for you guys. Melonare really nailed it with this product. Now, I am a current user of the SKA ecosystem. SKA is probably the best wireless system out there. It's its own wireless, like I said, ecosystem. It doesn't operate in UHF, Bluetooth, none of that 2.4, 5.8, 1.9, the new gigahertz, right? But this, this makes me think twice, man. If I need a backup, if I'm using my SKA for my main system and I need to come out of an aux out to do another one, there you go. Just the fact that, I want to say this is $199. I'm going to put all the links and the price down below. A lot of you will argue, yeah, well, this is kind of big to put somewhere. It's not really. I mean, this thing is, I'll give you all the dimensions on it and everything. But here's the thing you have to take into consideration. This will get you out of a pinch quick, especially for a decent price. And you saw me, I walked all the way down there, and I'm gonna put the distance from Google Maps, and I walked around the corner with brick and everything in the way. Incredible product. I'm gonna put the link down below in the description. I'm out of breath from carrying an Everse 8 and a tripod with a camera on the other hand, but Melonare, thank you guys so much for sending this product out. It is phenomenal. I give it 10 stars, if I could give it 10 stars. I want to put this in a real setting though. I want to take this to a wedding or to an event where there's people, there's walls, there's possibly other Wi-Fi or wireless interference, possibly from videographers, photographers, what, you know how they are. I want to put it to that test and put it out on a patio, control it via an aux out. But today, this thing here impressed me. Just hooked to an iPhone, that's it, playing some royalty-free music, and I went the distance. So thanks again for watching, guys. We got a lot of more products coming out for review. Batopper or B-Topper, I never know how to say it right. They just sent us a new light that we've got to get a review out for. You guys have seen this light before, but I want to test it personally myself. Where that one's coming up next. And LD Systems is sending us a speaker for review. I can't wait to get this thing. It's going to make my job so much easier. Stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, share this with somebody that may need a wireless system. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. It helps the channel. It's free. It helps motivate me to keep doing things like this for you guys. So we'll see you on the next one. Thanks again.